They got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems. I solve them. I run through the money. The pressure be calling. Left on my blessings. I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something. That's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression is all that I wanted. The phone and affection. I summon and dub it. Cause I got problems on problems.
What's going on, people? It's the Xbox 448. And today, guys, I want to bring up something in this live video, something I've been noticing. And I've been noticing it from social media and YouTubers out there when talking about a certain service called Game Pass. For people who don't know, Game Pass is a subscription service where at the base, just regular Game Pass is $10 a month, and you have absolute access to over 100 games, which means you download whatever games you want onto your Xbox One console, and you are able to play them while you're paying this monthly service. And I think it's absolutely great. To me, this is one of the best. Do I have a double chat going on here? What in the world? What is this? My bad, guys. We're gonna get that one out of there. There we go. And we're gonna stick with the cooler one. But yeah, talking about Game Pass, which is a service that me, Snaps, the rest of the family have been using pretty much since it came out. And I will say I absolutely love this service as a parent, as somebody who has a budget. I can't go out there and just buy any single game that I want to play. Now, throughout the year, there are a few, games that I kind of set off like, damn, I know I'm going to get that, and, kind of set the budget accordingly, so I'll be able to pick up something like that. But with this $10 a month, and I have access to over 100 games. Now, yo, what is going on, Eternal Shaddai? What is up, Alan, my brother? SMF Vengeance, what is going on? Mogs E, what is up? Squeamish, what is good? But yeah, man, I'm just getting into this because I've noticed something when it comes to Game Pass, and especially since Gears 5 came out, and people trying to dump on the physical sales of Gears 5, even though those numbers were coming from Europe, stuff like that. Like, people are trying to dump on Game Pass, saying that Game Pass is going to kill Xbox because they're not selling as many physical copies or even digital copies of the game. Like, there are gamers out there with YouTube channels saying this is a bad thing here. And I don't get this, guys. The one thing I really don't get about this is, at the end of the day, whether you have a YouTube channel and you're talking games or you don't, but you have a console, you have a PC, you play games, you are a gamer first and foremost, all right? When it comes down to it, this is the main point I want to put out there. For people like, oh man, what's Xbox going to do? They're obviously not profiting from this. They ran their numbers, people. They ran their numbers, and they're looking at Game Pass as the way to go moving into the future, and how they want to put their games out there. You'll still be able to buy the games digitally. When it comes to physical disc, you'll still be able to buy them physically if you want. Yo, what is up, Johnny? Yo, good to see you in the chat, brother, and thank you. I appreciate that. But when it comes down to it, Game Pass, you get Xbox first party day and date, right? So Gears 5, when it came out, it went into Game Pass day and date. Now, if you were a subscriber to Ultimate Game Pass, then you got the ultimate version of Gears 5 and the ability to start playing it early. Now, there's a regular Game Pass and there's an Ultimate Game Pass subscription. One is $10 a month and the other one is $15. Now, with Ultimate Game Pass, $15 a month gets you your Game Pass, gets you your Xbox Live Gold, and it gives you Game Pass for the PC. So if you have a computer that, is decent enough to run games on it and stuff like that, you can play Game Pass games on your PC as well. So that's $15 a month for that. Now, I don't know why people would say this is a bad thing. I don't know why people are saying, well, Xbox is not going to survive. Look at how many physical sales. Like, Game Pass is like being a vampire on the sales of this game since it launched. And it's like, this company has run all the numbers that they needed to run. They feel like this subscription service going out there will be profitable for them, and gamers and consumers out there will like it, and they'll subscribe to it and play the games. And I don't see why that would be a bad thing. Hold on one second. I gotta do my crap gamer here and take a drink of water. Hopefully it's not as loud. Yo, shout out to my brother Crap. But this is a good deal for gamers. And what I see out there on social media is people bashing Game Pass, and saying that, it's killing the quote unquote sales of like Gears 5. And that doesn't make sense, guys. They want people to subscribe. You can see by the way they changed their financial report to their shareholders, all right, that they want people to subscribe to Game Pass. The more people subscribe, the better. And us console gamers, we're actually in a really good position right now, because when it's all said and done, and in 2020 we get our new hardware, all that good stuff, xCloud releases out to the public, that's when they really want to see people engage in Game Pass. They're just getting it ready now, and we're kind of reaping the benefits from that. See, so they're getting the Game Pass ready now, because I feel they're going to directly link this to xCloud. So if you want to play Game Pass games on your cell phone, on your tablet, and anywhere you want to play Game Pass games on, you'll be able to do it through xCloud. All right? So that's when they feel like everything's really going to take off. They're not expecting, gold doubloons to fall from the sky that, Gears 5 released, and they're just going to start making money hand over fist in terms of Game Pass and that game's sales. They're not doing that. They are setting up for 2020. Yeah, Great Skull Zero says some people love exploiting the worst case scenario. And, Skull Zero, I got to be honest with you, a lot of that is going on right now. No matter what, there are people that are like, well, I used to be an Xbox guy, but now this is trash, that is trash. And they can't say anything good about anything when it comes to Xbox. Now, this should be a no-brainer. Yo, B, what is up, brother? Oh, Redneck is in the chat. What is up, dude? Good to see you here, bro. To me, it is a no-brainer that when you get a service like this, and I'm looking at the featured games, just the featured games on Game Pass. There's Minecraft, there's Gears 5, there's Dead by Daylight, there's Just Cause 4, there's Sea of Thieves, there's Shadow of War, there's Shadow of Mordor, Game of the Year edition. There is a bunch of games to play on here, and I don't know how anybody could be like, well, that's a bad thing as a gamer. It just seems like a lot of people are like armchair investors right now. They're like, well, those numbers aren't going to add up to be profitable or anything like that. Now, back in the day when it came to Sony and PlayStation, I did state how the Sony Corporation was in a lot of trouble, all right? And they were. And in a lot of ways they still are, because they have one division of their corporation that is giving them enough revenue to stay alive, and that's PlayStation. All right? When it comes down to it, when it comes down to stuff like that, you can see right there that when multiple divisions of a corporation are in debt, and it gets that corporation to start hemorrhaging money, they're looking at the one that doesn't, the one that actually creates revenue, to solve that issue. And I pointed that out. What is going on, Ice Queen? I hope you're feeling okay today, lady. It is good to see you in the chat. But when people are trying to downplay something that is good for the gamer, we're not even talking about a streaming service. Basically, it's a subscription service where you just download whatever out of those over 100 games, whatever games you want to play, you download them and play. To me, as a gamer, you got to get excited about that and not start going into, well, I don't know how Xbox is going to profit from this, and then it almost seems like people want it to fail. What I see going on here, guys, and in the chat, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but what I'm seeing going on here is a dinosaur mentality. People not willing to accept the fact that games are going in a different direction. That subscriptions to gaming services and stuff like that are going to be a big part of just gaming. I was going to say console gaming, but if you look at what Xbox is doing with having games on PC and everything like that, just gaming as a whole. Yo, the board game Renegade hitting up that super chat. Thank you, brother, for the support. And basically, he says it. Yo, Game Pass haters are afraid of change. Hashtag Team Xbox. And that's exactly what it is, guys. Do not feed into all that negativity. I got people, coming at me on social media about, well, what's going to happen in the next 15 months? What AAA games are going to drop in the next 15 months? And I'm like, well, I know Ori 2 is coming out. I'm excited to play Battletoads. I'm not saying anybody else out there should be excited to play Battletoads. I liked what I saw with that game. The art style, the combo system. I think it's going to be a really fun game to play. I'm hoping Bleeding Edge comes out early 2020 as well. So for me, that's 3 games right there. It doesn't necessarily fit the bracket of big AAA exclusive, but those are 3 games I'm looking forward to right there. I'm good. Besides all the multiplats that are coming out, I don't understand why we have to push a certain part of a narrative, because one company is putting out these quote-unquote AAA experiences, which I actually got my hands on the 50 minutes of gameplay for Death Stranding, but with English dub over, so I can hear exactly, I can see exactly how the game is being played and what the mechanics are. And guys, that game graphically looks gorgeous. That gameplay looks like absolute trash, people. In my opinion, it looks like absolute trash. So would I rather want a game that has a big budget and really pretty graphics and horrible gameplay, or a game like Battletoads where I'm looking at it and I like the combo system, I like the way it looks, it's not AAA, but yeah. Portal Player says, even Apple copied Xbox Game Pass with Apple Arcade. And to a certain extent, you're right, man. But this is what's going on. This is what the industry is doing to move forward. And there are going to be people out there, if you ever notice, people who always held on to that old school mentality. Whoa, Eternal should die. Blow it up, that super chat. Says, where is the sense here? November is coming soon for Black Friday. Outer Worlds might be from $60 to $30 savings compared to $60 to maybe $1 Game Pass. A financial term for that is mismanagement. I'm trying to wrap my head around what you said, man. First off, let's be honest here. Eternal should die. When it comes to Game Pass, that whole $1 narrative is something that people just keep spewing to make it sound cheaper. All right? There are promos. Every once in a while, there are introductory sales and stuff like that. I think one is get 2 months for $2 right now. But in all actuality, the service is $15 a month for Ultimate Game Pass and $10 a month for Standard Game Pass. Portal Player says, I am very happy with Xbox Game Pass. recently I played and got the fake ending for Bloodstained. Dude, I gotta play that game, man. I saw that it jumped into Game Pass, which is one of the new games. I want to try out Jump Force as well because I never thought that was a game that was worth the full retail price investment. But I definitely want to check it out, man, because I used to be a huge Dragon Ball fan. So I want to go in and check that out, which it is in Game Pass. If I ever feel like it, I can play Monster Hunter World because that's in Game Pass. And guys, here's the thing. If you feel like you want to buy those games, you get them at a discounted price because of your Game Pass subscription. Again, I do not see the negativity here. I don't see why we need to point and be like, well, Xbox isn't going to make money off this. They're not even trying. If they do make money, that's fine. But what they're trying to do right now is to get a good foundation and things rolling for 2020 when xCloud goes out to the public as well. Because, dude, it would be the dumbest thing ever if they didn't tie in Game Pass with xCloud. That would be the best way to hit all that wider range of gamer out there. Would be like, not only that, we have that with the streaming service, we have a library of over 100 games that you can stream to whatever device you want. Another big thing about Game Pass is when I get, like, say, Project Scarlet comes out holiday 2020. How amazing would it be to have any first-party launch lineup games? You don't have to buy any of them if you have Game Pass. You can take your new system home, put in your gamer tag, and download the launch lineup for Scarlet when you pick it up. That's absolutely amazing. All right, so Eternal Should Die said Xbox. What I meant was to compare a $30 savings during holidays compared to the way Game Pass saves you deeper for $1. Mismanagement is because people rather blow their money than saving. And, Eternal, I hear you, but we got to get off that $1. Of course, there is going to be, promotions, especially going in through the holidays for Game Pass and stuff like that. But we got to start letting people know what the real price is. And then we can let them know, hey, go to CD Keys and get a discounted rate when they're not doing a promotion on Xbox or something like that. But we got to let them know that it's not a $1 service as well, because there are people out there trying to use that $1 to make it sound like a cheap service. And it's just not cheap in the terms of price, but just cheap overall, cheap quality and stuff like that. If you notice, if you keep saying $1, $1, people don't think it's good. He said 99 cents. Oh my goodness. Yo, shout out to one typical Latino. He's got jokes. He's definitely got jokes. But guys, you see what I'm saying? When it comes down to it, I feel that even with my boy Mooch, right? My boy Mooch, I have been telling him ever since the beginning that Game Pass is going to be absolutely huge. And he kept on saying things like, oh, once they get the third party, the multiplats in there, day and date and stuff like that, that's when it will be a great service. So what happens? I mean, it's not day and date, but you look at how quick Devil May Cry 5 went in there. Outer Worlds, of course, that is now the studio that's making Outer Worlds is now first party, but that is a multi-plat game going in day and date into Game Pass. So all the things that Mooch said he wanted from Game Pass, Xbox is doing. So why would you be like, it's a great deal, but? And then try to think about Xbox's finances, because I think they've already computed all that within their own division at Microsoft. Why are YouTubers not hyping Netflix? Same difference. Well, yo, Seth, I'm talking about gaming YouTubers. Maybe movie YouTubers could be hyping Netflix, but it would be pretty weird for gaming YouTubers to hype Netflix if you're talking about games. I'm just saying. Portal Player, I'm wondering why Cuphead hasn't gone to Game Pass yet. That is a great question, Portal. I do not know. I did buy that game. Me and O Snaps, we own that game. That game is tough as hell. I think a lot of people out there know that. All right, so yeah, Eternal should die. So yeah, I'm figuring there will be promos over the holidays as well. But we just got to put it out there. We got to let people know that the $1 thing, they're promos and stuff like that. It's not like Game Pass for $1. It's a promo. It's not what the price of the subscription actually is. That's all I'm saying. Why aren't YouTubers downplaying Netflix? Why are we talking about Netflix, dude? Yeah. Let's see. Zero games. Forza Motorsport 7 is not in Game Pass, and I have no idea why. I do not know. I think maybe it has to deal with how long it's going to be for Forza Motorsport 8. I don't know. I have no idea. But when it's all said and done, guys, when people try to say, about Xbox not being able to maintain a subscription service and look how low the sales are, just don't listen. Because when it comes down to it, this is where this company wants to go. And as for right now, this is a pro-consumer move here. If anybody, let's see, if you buy 2 to 3 games per year and you don't know what they are, I can see if they were like if you buy like Madden and 2K every year, the service might not be for you. Those are the only 2 games you buy or whatnot. But if you have a habit of buying 2 to 3 games per year, don't really know what they are, it depends on what's coming out and stuff like that. I mean, when it comes down to it, Game Pass is a great service for that same price. I don't know. I think the end of this generation has been absolutely insane. You're probably going to hear more from me about stuff like this to kind of like try to clear the air and let people know that this service is pro consumer. So since it's pro consumer, I am a gamer and a consumer first, and I will let you know that it's a good thing to get involved in. And I guess a lot of other people out there will try to just tell you it's a cheap subscription. But I think we all know who's right there. That's all I gotta say, guys. Portal player, console warriors feel Game Pass devalues the games. Half of these console warriors aren't even playing the games right now. They're too busy like tweeting to like division heads and stuff like that about things that they don't like within the system, which is good. Which is good, as long as you do it in the proper way. But yeah, I don't know of too many of them that are playing right now. So it is what it is. If you're a real gamer out there and you have an Xbox One, you definitely owe it to yourself to look into Game Pass. Xbox really feels like this service moving forward into the future is just good. It's going to do nothing but get bigger, gain popularity. I think it's true as well. I've been using it from the beginning, and all it has done has gotten better. And when I get my brand new Scarlet, I won't have to buy any of the first party launch lineup, but they will be ready for me because I have Game Pass. As usual, guys, if you like the topic, you like the gameplay, you like what I'm talking about on this channel, on this video, definitely hit the thumbs up button. I actually have to do that myself. See, even I forget. But hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed, definitely subscribe. I'm finally getting some kind of remnants of a schedule and stuff going. Me and O Snaps, a couple weeks ago, we moved into a new apartment. It's been a little hectic, but I am going to be getting more videos out as well. As well as the next podcast, which is every Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Definitely check out that show. And again, thank you guys for all the support. It has been an absolutely incredible year so far. I definitely want to end the year out with a big bang. on this channel. I hope at some point in time I can afford a 4K capture card, so this way I can stream the games, and you guys can see it as I see it. See the games in all of its kind of like HDR glory and stuff like that. So I'm hoping to get one of those capture cards. Well, we'll see what happens, guys. But that's pretty much it for now. Like I said, if you haven't done it yet, hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed, definitely subscribe. But as for now, this is the Xbox 448. And I am definitely signing off.
They got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems. I solve them. I run through the money. The pressure be calling. Left on my blessings. I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something. That's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression is all that I wanted. The phone and affection. I summon and dub it. Cause I got problems on problems.